so this is a little 2-year-old. Just recently gelded about a month ago. So he still has that manly feeling. He thinks he's still a man. So he may act out. He's also just immature at this age. You're going to get to acting out and testing the waters. And I don't think he's had a heck of a lot of work, so he doesn't really know very much about rules and things like that. So we're just going to start working on some simple things. And he does know a little bit halter pressure. We did some work last time with the tree.
And I've been doing that since. Yeah.
So I have an extra long rope just in case he wants to rear or do something. I can let it out and it's further away from me and I'm a little bit safer. Okay, so we're just going to ask him to walk a little bit. And I'm using the whip here to tap him forward. Good boy. So I just got a little step there. I don't want to push things too much because I don't want to, what's the word, agitate him or instigate anything with him, but I do want to ask, and I want to make a clear point that I'm asking. So I've got a little pressure on the halter. There we go. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm just going to make a big deal out of the fact that he did that. So we've got a nice, good boy. Try again. So I'm going to cluck. This time I didn't have to use the whip. Good boy. Good boy. And pull. So I'm just doing a little bit of walk-roll, pressure on the halter, some leading exercise here, and a clucking to give him a little verbal cue. Good boy, and good. So now we're going to try this way. Here I have my whip in the outside hand so I can reach around to tap him if he doesn't go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And good boy. Boy, and walk. And pull. Good boy. Good boy. And walk. And pull. Now I'm going to try an outside circle. So this is an inside circle with me on the inside. Now I want to try changing direction, and I'm going to just walk right in front of his face. I'll ask him to change with me. Good boy. Good boy. I'm giving a little bit of guidance here with the halter. Good. 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 Very nice. Good boy. Again, acknowledge that he did a good job there. Very good boy. Very good boy. We're going to do a little bit more of that. Good boy. Good boy. Excellent. Good boy. Good boy. And now we'll change it up again. We'll go back on the inside. Good. And pull. Pull. Good. And walk. Good boy. Oh, he's kicking. He's walking and kicking. Good. That's a real skill. Good boy. And pull. 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 Good. And walk. And pull. Pull. Good. And walk. And pull. Good boy. So just lots of walk-roll transitions without having them always the same steps, so he can't predict when the woe is coming. And that just makes him think and pay more attention to you. So sometimes I'll walk a few maybe 10 or 15 steps. Sometimes it's only 2 or 3. And boom. Good. And I give him a little precursor and so he knows the blow is coming. Good boy. Yeah, I'm going to try it side again. And walk. And now I'm just going to walk into his face. Good. Give him a little guidance with the halter. Good. Good boy. Good boy. And we'll change direction. Good boy. So you can make this into like a figure 8. Good boy. And it's just important to change things up because he's young and keeping his attention. If I keep drilling and drilling and drilling and doing the same thing, he's just going to get bored, and that sometimes can bring out the shitty behavior. Good boy. So now I just want to ask him, I want to just play with the whip a little bit. I want to ask him to do something, but I just want to make sure he's okay. So we're going to just do a little introduction of the whip here. Good. Good. Good, eh? Yeah. And this side. Have you been working on him with this side too?
Yep.
Good. Because we often focus on one side. Good boy.
He doesn't like that side as much.
Yeah, yeah. So you need to do more maybe with it.
Yeah.
They're often undeveloped on the right. Good. And so here I want to just ask him to move his hip. And I just want to have a little pressure here on the nose and just there. Good. And just nice. Very nice. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you were a little sudden there, eh? So he's got a chain here on the halter, but we're not using it. It's just loosely placed. Good boy. Try again. Good. Good boy. And now, see if I can get his full body mover. Ah, good boy. Just give him a moment there. That's what I wanted. So all 4 legs move sideways. Very nice. Very nice. Try again. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy. Good boy. And now we're going to work on this side. He's turned himself nice, so I might as well do it now. So I'm going to lead a little bit from the right side. And everything changes. Whip goes in the other hand. And same thing, we're just going to do walk low. Good lad. Walk on. And pull, and pull. Good boy. Good boy. And walk on. And pull. So here he's not stopping, so I'm just kind of waiting for him to stop. Still keeping pressure on the halter. Then we get a little, there it is. You get a little bit of frustration there from him. Good. And walk again. Walk, walk, walk. And pull. Very nice. And even got a little hip disengagement there. Good boy. And walk. Walk. Good. Walk. 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 Now here we're going to get some, I don't want to do this. Walk. Walk. And pull. Good boy. Good boy. Just want to see if I get some hit here. Just kind of change his little mindset here. Good. 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 So I want him to, he's starting to get a little playful now. It sounds like he's a little bit maybe bored with what we're doing, or he just doesn't like me on the right side. So I'm asking for the hip to go over. Getting the hip to go over can cause him to kind of have a little bit of a change of mind. So if he's doing something bad, it can kind of change his mind to, oh, maybe I'll, like it distracts him into doing something else. Also, the bending of the back when you do the hip disengagement can help with having a horse that might be a little bit braced to relax a little bit. But I mean, he's a youngster and he wants to play, he wants to do what he wants. And I'm asking him to do something right now and he may not want to do it right now. So it could just be his young immaturity. So here I just want a couple of steps. Good. Good. Good boy. And there it is. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. And I want to see if I can do what I did with all four legs, and I might get a little, a no, right? We'll see if he does it. So we'll try this little exercise. Because we're on the right side, and I know he doesn't like me here. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Okay. Good. Good. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Now we see the tails going. That could be flies, or it could be him being frustrated, right? So we just got to pay attention to that. Step up. Step up. Step up. So here I'm just tapping a little bit to get a step of any kind. There, good boy. And sideways. Sideways. Yeah, very nice. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So this, just little things like this, you can change it up. 10 minutes of one thing, 10 minutes of another thing, rather than 20 minutes of one thing with his attention span. Gives him lots of things to think about and exercises to try. So he's not bored, you're kind of playing with him. It's like it becomes a game. And then you can add more to it as he gets better and better. So we're just going to try and get him bending again and get the hip around. Yeah, good. Good. There. I want him stepping under. There we go. Good. There. Good. There. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, and then I'm just going to play with this a little bit too. So we didn't do this last time. I can't remember. I think we might have done some rope work with him last time. So this is just getting him ready for things like saddle pads and saddles going over his back and blankets and things like that. A little bit of desensitizing. Good. 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 And we'll do it from the other side as well. Good boy. Good. Good. I want him pinching on me here. He's looking away. So when he looks away, I just want to bring him back to me. Good. 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 And you can make this bigger and bigger with a bigger and bigger swing of the rope. So you can start with a really spooky horse. You can start with a really small rope. And then as it, as the horse gets more comfortable, you just add more on. And then the other thing I like to do, prepare him for the saddle, tying a rope around the girth. And I'll just basically squeeze it together. So he's going to get used to this feeling.
Okay.
And that's when you're going to do up your girth. And so just, I'm squeezing it right now and then just relaxing it. So he didn't react, so that's very good. And when you get your saddle on too, you can actually tighten the girth, loosen the girth. Like, I wouldn't put the buckle on right away, just see how he reacts to a tight girth. And then you can actually do the buckle, but for a while you can use the rope and just get him prepared for that, so that when the time comes, it's not a big deal. I can also ask him to walk a little bit, so here I'm squeezing. I just want a little bit more. I don't want the rope on the ground, so I'm not stepping on it. So here I'm going to squeeze. I can squeeze this tighter and tighter just to kind of get used to a cinch that's going to be tighter and tighter. Good. And then I can also ask him to take a step. Good. Good. Good boy. And you know, if you twist your hand, you can make it tighter, right? So you can release this as needed. But even just getting him used to moving is like sometimes they freeze and they lock up. So just getting a step to, and I like to step sideways so you don't get that, you know, big burst all of a sudden. A step sideways is a nice kind of controlled movement.
Okay. Yeah, because I've had this saddle pad on him.
Yeah, so that's good. And actually you can even put this like with a, you can like do a surcingle with a pad. That's another way of doing it as well. I think it's hard to get a surcingle when he's that small. Mm-hmm. So this is nice because you can make it any size. So that's really a nice little exercise to get it prepared for, because you're going to be putting tack on soon. Even if you put the saddle on now and not put any weight on, you can start learning about tack without having to be ridden, because he's young yet. So, but it gets it ready so that when that day comes, it's not a big deal. Good boy. And we're going to walk some more. Good, and hold. Good. Now I want to try something with him. I want to try moving his shoulder. And I just want to see, because moving the hips is easy. Moving the shoulder sometimes is a little harder, because they have to kind of pick up their front end to do it. So you can get some resistance. So I'm just going to ask him with his head to move that way. And I'm going to poke on that shoulder and say, this is what we're moving. Good boy. And if I get one step, I can reward that or just say yes with that one step without asking and asking. When you keep asking, it basically means the horse has not done what you've asked yet. So if he did it and I stop, he's going to go, oh, that's what it was. So it's just to help him kind of learn what the cue is. Good. Now I'm going to ask for 2. Good boy. Good boy. And here, I really want him going more sideways, but for the time being, he's going backwards. It doesn't matter. At this point, it's very early in the game. All I want really is he's moving that foot. So he's at least listening to the cue. And now I'm going to try and see if I can get more sideways and backwards at the same time. Good.
I've been teaching him by verbal. Like if I tell him to go back, he goes back.
You can actually give him a verbal cue as well, which helps. Good boy. So he's being very good. Don't want to speak too soon. We haven't had any rearing yet. We've got to figure out what to do with his feet. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, so now we're trying. Yeah. Yeah, good boy. So this is the first, he's not really moving sideways a lot, not a big deal. It gets better and better every time you do it. There, that's very nice. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. One more time. I actually want it backwards, but that doesn't matter. Step up. It's kind of hard in here too with the uneven ground, eh? You're having Having a little trouble there, yeah. There. There, very nice. Very good. Good boy. And then I'm going to try doing it with the other shoulder as well. Good boy. Square you up first. Good boy. Good boy. Bang. And get a little sideways and a little back. Good boy. Very good. Good. And a little sideways. This step has to go behind. A little bit this way, yeah. This way. This way. This way. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, now we'll try with the whip and just see if we get anything better. Yeah, the flies are bad, eh? There's one right there. I got it. Okay. Shoulder. Good boy. Very good. Very good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So again, it's not perfect, but he's starting to get the idea that he's moving. Even the moving off the cue is good. Not bad. Step back first. Distance there, yeah, there. It's hard with the feet there. There's some holes and some ruts, so he's got to figure out his feet. Good. And sideways. This one here. 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 I'm trying to help him. Good. Better here. A little flatter, maybe. There, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. So I'm going to go back to leading again, just to something he knows. Good boy. So again, just changing it up rather than drill, and do the same thing over and over again. I got a couple of good ones, so that's okay. And it's something we can build on. And walk, good. Inside first. Inside. Yeah, keep going. Good boy. This is better. Good boy. So now he's kind of cueing off my body more than my hand. So what I did before, he's now kind of it's gotten better already. So you can see there's some learning that's happened. Good boy. Good boy. So there's a little, he's thinking about biting.
Yep.
So you have to be aware of that. These are little guys and they will try. Good, very good. Especially this exercise where you're kind of walking into the space. I'm claiming that space from him. So it's a little more of it's like a leadership thing, right? I'm kind of being the boss and he's got to move aside. So mares can sometimes be a little more resistant to that because it's like, you know, their space and they don't want to give it up. So something to be aware of. So we're going to try that again on the other side. Come on, bud. Good boy. Yeah. Bad side. Yeah. Good. Good. And then let's change direction. Change direction. Good. Last. Good last. Good. 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 And here, this is his back side, so we're not going to get the same nice. He's not moving away from my body. I'm using my hand more to direct his head for this one. So this one needs a little bit more work, but that's his bad side, so we kind of expect it. I can use the whip as well, just to kind of help direct him in front of his nose like this. So I'm kind of blocking off his forward, and he has to go sideways. So by having the whip out in front like that, that just sort of says you can't go there, you've got to go there. So just giving him a little more guidance. But that was pretty good. And I'm surprised, like being on this side so far, he hasn't really acted too badly. There was one little tiny explosion, but actually not bad at all. So pretty good for today. I don't really want to do very much more with him. Like you don't want to drag, you know, drill. But those are kinds of things you can continue working with him.
Okay.
And then the hoof pickup, I guess is he getting?
Oh no, he's good with that.
He's good for that, so
yeah.
that's good. And then tying. I don't know if you've done more tying with him.
I have.
You can try that here. So.
But he's good with the pressure now. Like I. Just
Yeah,
kinda
so
quit.
that's really good to teach him that and to continue working with that. So this is really a good place because it's a nice round tree.
Mm-hmm.
So your line will have nice slide to it. And I can ask him to step into the pressure and then he can come forward. But if he does bolt back, I've got the line here and I don't have to, he's not tied so he won't break anything and he can still learn. And I can help him by asking him to move back. Yeah, and eat while you're at it, yeah. Can you step back? I can help him there, yeah, good. And now I've got the line, I'm going to actually ask him to step forward. So here's the pressure, and does he respond to the pressure, or does he pull back? So I'm putting, there's pressure on him right now, so he's going to decide either to stand there, or take a step forward, or pull back. But this is a nice way to teach them to tie. Because it's uncomfortable, the halter's uncomfortable right now, it's pulling. Now if he takes a long time to figure it out, I can actually help him as well. And I can send him forward a bit.
His leg caught too.
Yeah, he's just standing there, he's going to lean against it. Now he's pulling again, so I'm holding the pressure, there it is there. As soon as it comes loose, that's a learning moment for him. Good boy. Let's back up again and try that again. Back up, back up, back up, back up, back up. And just see what happens again. Going forward. Good. Yeah. It's right, yeah, it's under here, but it's moving to the side. So he's getting pressure on the side of his face, but it's still pressure from the halter. So he's got to learn to give to that. Back up, back up. Good boy. There. Good boy. Good boy. And one more time, eh? Good boy. Good boy. We like to go a little higher for this, just so it's not direct pull on his neck, on his pole. And you're going to go that way. You're going to mommy, eh? You go that way. It'll be a humid day today. There. Good boy. So that's nice. He's coming into it. It's still rusty, but you know, needs work. Obviously, I mean, he's young, so everything needs work when they're this young. But that's a nice little exercise to teach tying fairly safely without actually tying, and then it's supervised. You're there. You're controlling the rope and the pressure, and you can reward right away. Good boy. And I think that's pretty much the. Like, I don't really want. I mean, we could work with him, but really, he's young, so to work longer than an hour is.
Yeah.
No,
I notice he's done after.
And even his brain, like he's going to be tired, right?
Yeah.
Lots of thinking, and eventually,
Yeah.
they just want to have a nap. Good boy.
It's probably nap time, eh?
Do you want to take the halter off?
Yeah.
Okay.